Welcome back to the Citizen Channel. We're all staying safe and well, and our player rating show. I've just got back from Leicester. Yeah, job done. That's all we can say, really. A bit tighter than I'd hoped, but good atmosphere for the fans. The fans are great. Anyway, a few quiet moments when it got a bit stressful, but apart from that, the fans were pretty good. So we'll have a look back at Leicester 0, Manchester City 1, of course, on the 29th of October. 12:30 p.m. kickoff. So I got back home about 5:30. So we did all right. Yeah, escort into the ground from the pub and escort away from the ground afterwards. So that speeded things up a little bit. Thank you, Leicester Police, Leicester Constabulary. Match day 12, of course, season 22-23, part 1. Please, if you are new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications. All things City, past, present, and forever. Be great to have you on board. All your comments are very welcome. Your player ratings, let me know what you think of your man of the match. Bit of a funny one today. I've given it someone who perhaps, normally wouldn't, but I just thought the stick he's been getting lately. I'm going to give it someone different today to what City give it to anyway. So give us your man of the match. Let me know what it is. And please give us a thumbs up, guys. Great to get views. Been doing this live for the last 3 or 4 games, but we're coming back from Leicester. I wasn't sure of the timings, and so we're back to our normal little show. Right, so I have a little bit more of a say on what I think when I give you Mr. Bajkowski's ratings. City 11, I got 9 of them. I'm happy with that. I didn't think Haaland would play, but I did have Foden up front as opposed to Alvarez. Perhaps I was right. No offence to Alvarez, but he did struggle to get into it a little bit, didn't he? Let's be honest about it. So, again, Pep should listen to me. I mean, that's so if he put Foden up top, I would have got 10. I think we might have been a bit livelier, but you can't. I mean, someone put a picture on Twitter of Zulu and all the, they said that's this, all this sort of the soldiers in Zulu, and they said this is what the Leicester defence was like, all lined up. But it wasn't much from them, was it? At the end of the game, they had us worried, but it took them a while to get going, that's for sure. Right, so the City 11, Edison, Stones, Akanji, Cancelo, Laporte, Rodrigo, Gundogan, Grealish, De Bruyne, Silva, and Alvarez on the bench. Ortega, yes, Ortega fans, and we just knew he wasn't going to play this game, not a kind else chance. Carson, Diaz, Aki, Gomez, Mahrez, Foden, Lewis, and Wilson Esbrand. So, right, the MATTURIE news is Simon Bajkowski, so I'll give you his comments and then I'll give you my little 2 pennyworth afterwards. Right, Edison, Simon says, made a decent save in the first half from Barnes. Yeah, it was okay. And then a terrific one from Erasmus Tielemans' drive. Yeah, it was a good job. It was close to him, but he managed to get it onto the bar, which was all well and good. I thought he'd literally palmed it out, but obviously it's only I watched it back just before coming on doing this, and obviously he palmed it onto the bar, didn't he? But again, an okay, decent save, but obviously he's a goalkeeper. That's what we expect him to do. But Simon's given him an 8, so I'll give him a 7.5. I thought in the second half when we didn't have many options when Leicester up the pace a little bit last 20 minutes, and he played 3 or 4 long balls that just ended up going to Leicester and putting us back on the defensive. So not that he had much option, to do anything else, but. So that was a little bit disappointing. But overall, he did a good keeper's job today, I thought. Stones, Simon said, had Guardiola nervous whenever Barnes ran at him. I think, well, any Barnes running at any of our defenders would be the same effect, I think. But managed to survive and help Rodri out. He's given him a 7, Simon. I give him a 7. I thought he looked calm and cool. I didn't see Barnes tearing him a new one too much. Certainly in that first half. He might have done in the second half, but we all looked a little bit shaky, didn't we, as a team in that second half once we came under a bit of pressure. We're not defensively minded, so we, at 1-0 up, it can be a bit of a struggle unless we can get that cushion of a second goal. Akanji, Simon says, some decent passing through the lines before going off as the first substitute. So Simon's given us 7. Yeah, I'm going to give Akanji a 7 again. Again, all the back line, I think I'm going to give the same score as Simon has it in this instance. But no alarms. Looks comfortable when we're going forward. He looks comfortable putting the ball about. But again, as a defensive line, we do sort of look a bit panicked at times, but that's just how it is with City. I don't know how we can improve on that. But he looks okay. He's settled in nicely anyway. Laporte, a smooth performance, said Simon, working well with Cancelo to keep Leicester at bay. Yeah, again, Laporte, exactly the same as the other guys. Simon's given him a 7. I give him a 7. Just no worries, no problem. Cancelo, Simon said, much improved on midweek. Yeah, he didn't play well midweek, did he? Defensively sound and providing pace for the City. Simon's given a 7. Yes, as I said, I give all the back line a 7. I'm not sure it quite works, him and Grealish over on that left-hand side. It's like watching paint dry sometimes when them two are at it. But and he had a couple of with the sort of outside of his right boot that just hit the defender. So yeah, but defensively, he was there with the rest of the guys, but I don't think it quite works up front with him and Grealish. In all fairness, Rodri, Simon said, a few sloppy passes early on that allowed Leicester to break, yeah, and late on as well, before tightening up. Yeah, he's given a 7. Simon's given Rodri a 7. I give him a 6.5. I thought he had 2 or 3 errors of judgment without watching the game back. I just got the impression of at least a couple of bad passes where he put us on the defensive. Areas of judgment, but I do appreciate he sort of tightened up a little bit and came into it a little bit more and did some good stuff as well. But yeah, it does have a little lapse occasion, which I'm not in the. It's all right today. We got away with it, but certainly in a big tight game, they can cost us, can't they? Gundogan, Simon said, improved from a quiet start as he gradually imposed himself on the game. Yeah, again, he did. Simon's only given him a 6. I've given him a 6. I didn't, a little bit on the periphery for me. He did grow into it as we improved in that certainly the first half. Of the second half, we played very well until we were sort of backs to the wall. But yeah, I think he did improve. But I just felt he wasn't in it as much as he could be, perhaps. Kevin De Bruyne looked like City's biggest threat, said Simon, from the first whistle and scored the crucial goal. Well, Simon's given him an 8. Yes, I've given him a 7.5, my joint highest score today. Brilliant goal, brilliant free kick. But I just thought generally he was a little bit wasteful. No problems with his effort, no problems with his work rate. But I just thought some of the crosses in. I mean, he was crossing that ball into the box, and Alvarez is 4'6". I don't know who's think he's going to get it into. But it wasn't just him. Rodri was doing similar things, other players, and I just thought he was a little bit wasteful, De Bruyne, but obviously he stepped up, and this is what we want. When we're not playing particularly well, we want a bit of De Bruyne magic, and that is exactly what we got today. So all well and good. Bernardo, Simon said, linked up well with De Bruyne and tested Ward, although decision-making could have been better. Yes, Simon's given a 7. I've only given him a 6. I thought Bernardo, one of his poorer efforts today. Certainly in the second half when we saw a lot more of him where we were in the ground. Just some poor decision-making. He lost the ball 2 or 3 times, and that's not Bernardo. He doesn't sort of do that. Yeah, so I've given him a 6. I just thought he sort of wasn't his usual self today, but we're all allowed a day off, aren't we? Let's be honest about it. Grealish, another frustrating afternoon, says Simon. I can't disagree there, where he didn't see much of the ball and wasn't able to do much of it when he did find him. He's given him a 5. Yeah, I'm going to give him a 5.5. I'm nearly give him a 6 because he did earn the free kick he did earn that free kick that Kevin De Bruyne scored. But yeah, I think he's playing it safe, and I think he's not taking any risks. And let's face it, when he gets that ball, there's 2 or 3 guys on him all the time, which means there's other players should have a bit more space. But he never did anything very quickly today, and he must be under some sort of orders not to lose it because he just plays it a little bit too safe sometimes. He wound the Leicester fans up, so that's half the battle, isn't it? But as I say, he was at my joint lowest scorer today anyway, Grealish. And my other joint lowest scorer we're going to talk about now. Alvarez, Simon said, one shot save where he looked to be harshly flagged offside. Well, it was saved, so it didn't matter, does it, either way, did it? But 0 goal for it otherwise. Yeah, a horrible game for him to come into, wasn't it, really? Simon's given him a 5. Again, I've given him a 5.5. He just couldn't, he just looked lost. He just looked like out of his depth, and I don't think that is true. It's just the way Leicester played the game and the way we couldn't get any sort of supply with him to him. So, yeah, he just, as I said, punting the ball into the box. He can score. I've seen him score headers in Argentina for River Plate, etc. But yeah, he just couldn't get into it. Not the greatest. He'll play against Sevilla. Fully expecting to have a much better game against Sevilla on Wednesday night. Just wasn't ideal today because he wasn't alone. As I said, I would have preferred Foden to start. We may have been able to do a sort of switcheroo with the false nines if Foden had started. I think that might have been based on the massed ranks of the Leicester defence. It might at least give them something extra to think about. But yeah, we'll just chalk that off to experience, Alvarez, I think, today. And the subs, they weren't on long enough for me to mark. Simon's given them a mark. Diaz for a Kanji on 72 minutes. Simon said, rash kick moments after coming on. Yeah, he's given him a 6. I've not marked him. I don't remember that particularly. Foden for Alvarez on 77, played through the middle. That's the only comment Simon said. 6, he gave him a 6. No score from me. And of course, not used were Ortega, Aki, Diaz, Gomez, Lewis, Wilson, Esbrand, and Mahrez. So there you go. So City's man of the match. City's man of the match today. And yeah, it was a struggle because no one was fantastic. But City did give it Kevin De Bruyne purely because of the goal, which is fair enough. So if City going to give it Kevin De Bruyne because of the goal, I'm going to give it Ederson. I mean, how many chances does he get to get man of the match? I'm going to give it Ederson for that save. So, you know, if City can do it for KDB's goal, I can do it for Ederson for that save. And I think, I would probably give it KDB, but I'm going to give it Ederson just to be different because I think all the crap he's getting off City fans over the last few weeks, and many were shouting for him not even to start today because Ortega had a half-decent, competent game the other day. So what? You know, obviously, Ortega will start against Sevilla, Ortega will start against Chelsea, but Ederson's in for the league games. It's as simple as that. And thankfully today, certainly one very good save, one good save, and okay apart from a couple of long punts. But having said that, as I said, he didn't have a lot of options. So I'm going to give it Ederson. Let me know what you think, guys. Anyway, am I being right? Am I being daft? I just thought he deserved it after all the crap he's been getting. So please join me. The Talking Point show will be out on Sunday, probably about Sunday afternoon. That'll include the match report, stats and facts. And then, obviously, Monday, Tuesday, we'll be looking forward to the Sevilla game with the odds show and the preview show. Anyway, let me know, guys. Let me know your comments. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your ratings. Put your ratings down. Doesn't matter. It'd be great to hear from you and put your man of the match down, etc. Thanks for watching, guys. Please, until we meet again, and that's one thing, don't I? Please stay safe, Blues. Come on, City. Bye for now.